Hello there, B More with Just a Bunch of Nerds. The game I'm here to talk about today, I'm going to teach you how to play, is Coup. And it's made by the same people, I believe, that made Resistance. Yeah, it has Resistance, Flashpoint on the side. And Coup is a hidden role game for 2 to 6 players. So what you get in the game, you get a bunch of reference cards that just tell you your options of what the different characters can do. You get an assortment of coins, they're all just a value of 1. So and there are cards. 15 cards, 3 of each character. You got the Ambassador, the Captain, the Contessa, the Assassin, and the Duke. And the story is that each player plays a person who's got some influence in the government, and so they each will have 2 cards placed in front of them. So we'll just do a simulation of a 2-person game. And then each person will start off, I believe the rules say, with 2 coins. And so the remaining coins will sit here, and then the rest of the cards will be in the center here. And so what the game is pretty simple. You take an action, and then it goes to the next player. And so these 2 cards face down in front of you, they are your influence, or they're like your life points. And so if you ever lose a challenge, or you can get assassinated, you have a coup thrown against you, you lose one of your cards, you turn it face up, so it stays face up, and once both yours are face up, you are eliminated from the game. So I'm just going to go over the different options that they have in the game. So the first one is income. Take 1 coin, put it in your stash, and then that's your turn. The second turn is foreign aid. You can take 2 coins and put it in your pool of money. Now, why would you want to take 1 coin when you can take 2? Well, there's a reason. 1 coin, no one can do anything about that. You take the coin, no one can block you, no one can challenge you. If you take 2 coins, a player who controls the Duke can block you and prevent you from taking your 2 coins. If people who have the influence of the Duke can tax, so they take 3 coins. And this cannot be blocked. People who have the Captain can steal 2 coins from another player. However, someone who also has the Captain card or an Ambassador can block you from taking those 2 coins. So say I have some coins here. Whoever has the Assassin can pay 3 coins and choose to assassinate one of the other players. So I'd say I'd have to assassinate my opponent. They would then reveal one of their cards face up to show that they have been assassinated. That person's no longer part of their influence. However, if someone controls the card the Contessa, they can block the assassination. So the person would just pay their $3 and would not be able to make the assassination. And then finally, there's the Ambassador. If you have the Ambassador, you can take 2 cards from the deck, and then you'd look at the 4 cards you have, or 3 if you've already lost one, and then you would return 2 cards back to the deck. And this cannot be blocked, and so that allows you to change what cards you have in for your influence. And the final thing you can do is, if you have 7 coins, so I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I can spend 7 of them, and you then host a coup, and so you just pick someone, and they have to give up one of their influence cards. So if the person already turned over one of theirs, that would eliminate them from the game. If you ever at some point start your turn and you have 10 or more coins, you have to throw a coup. So that's your only option. You pay your 7, and you would, again, have a coup go against somebody. Now the thing is with this game is it's not as straightforward as what you have is what you do. So let's see what my 2 cards are right here. I have the Assassin and the Captain. I don't have to use what I have there. I can use any of the abilities that are on this card. So I can say, okay, using the Duke, I'm going to take a tax of 3 coins. And the opponent could go, well, I'm going to also take 3 coins. And this could go back and forth, and you could do whatever you want. The problem is eventually someone will call you on it. And so what will happen is I will say, okay, I take my 3 coins tax, and my opponent will challenge. And they'll say, I don't believe you're the Duke. And if that's the decision that they make, and when we play, we give them a chance to turn around. You know, you sure you want to challenge me on that? because you are trying to bluff it. And so in this case, I'd say, you know what, they challenge me, and I do not have the Duke, so I would take one of these two cards and I would reveal it. In this case, I'm going to reveal the Assassin. So I did not have the Duke, I do not get my 3 coins. I've now lost one of my 2 influence, and now it's my opponent's turn. And so let's say in this case, my opponent decides to steal 2 coins from me. Now, the captain is what they can use to steal 2 coins. So I could simply do the same thing and call them out and say, I don't believe you're the captain. And if they were, so we're just going to take a look at their cards here. So they have the Duke, and they have the Duke. So they had that there is a, when you're playing a big game and you have multiple people calling for a card and you have 2 of them, that's a good sign that is a definite sign that someone's probably lying. I could go and say, okay, you know, I don't believe you're the captain, and I could block them from taking the 2 coins. At which point they could say, well, I don't believe you are the captain. So I could go and I say, I'm the captain, I block it. And they could just say, okay, that's fine, and they'll let me block it, and it'll move on to my turn. But now that them taking the 2 coins, that's off the table, it's now moved on to my challenge that I am the captain, and they could challenge me. So in this case here, they'd say, well, I don't believe you're the captain. So I would reveal myself that I am the captain. So I have successfully blocked. So I would take the card that I revealed, because now everyone knows I have it. I would shuffle it back into the court deck. And I would draw another card. So I now have this card here. And so play might go back and forth, and we'll take a few coins. And I might make another attempt. This time I could choose to assassinate. So I pay my 3 coins. And of course in this case the person has to make the decision. Are they going to just take the assassination and flip up my card? Or are they going to call me on it? And so in this case, if they wanted to, let's say this person believes I might have the assassin. It's not really a huge risk. They're still up 1 card. So they'll turn over one of their cards and they'll reveal it. And so play will go back and forth this way until there is only 1 surviving player in the game. And so just to run over the different card actions that you can have. So like I said, we have the Duke is take the tax of 3, which can't be blocked. And of course the captain can steal 2. So if I had an assassin, now here's the thing, so I have an assassin face up, so there's only 2 more remaining in the deck. They may not believe it, but I'd pay my 3 coins and again choose to assassinate someone. Which if they had, so let's say they chose to assassinate me. And again, I can choose to call them on it and say, no, I don't believe you have, you know, I challenge it, you don't have it. And then they'd have to reveal it, and in this case they don't have it, and they would have lost the game. And the other option that I would have is if I believe that they had the assassin, for whatever reason, I could then choose after knowing if we're playing a multiple person game, anyone can challenge. So if I'm stealing from player A, player C could challenge or could block me with their captain. Anyone can interfere with anyone. So this person's going to assassinate me. I think they might have the assassin. I can block with a Contessa. Again, if they don't call me on it, I don't have to do anything. If they do, I would just mix it in here. And again, draw another card. In this case, I drew the Ambassador. And that actually works out well, because I want to show, so for the Ambassador, I would draw 2 cards. And I would look, and I'd make the decision, well, what do I want? Well, I have no coin, but I might keep this one anyways. And then as the turns pass, and I collect my 3 coins, I can then, I'm going to assassinate. They, you know, if they, and here's this, if you're going to assassinate someone who has only 1 card available, they will have to challenge you pretty much, because it's lose or lose. So if they just take it, they're assassinated, or they could call me on it, but if they call me on it and I'm correct, I do have the assassin, I again shuffle in and they would reveal their card. It is possible to go from 2 health to, or 2 influence to 0 influence in a single turn as well, and that does involve the assassin. So if I had paid my 3 coins to assassinate, and this person here said, well, I challenge that, you don't have the assassin, first thing I'd do is I would reveal the assassin, and so they would have to reveal one of their cards because they incorrectly challenged me. And then the second thing they'd have to do is I have now assassinated them, and so they would flip up their second card, which has been assassinated, and now, and again, if I was playing a bigger game, we would continue, and I would shuffle this back in and take a new card, and because you shuffle yours back in, there is a chance that you will get your same card or a similar version of the card back. So in this case, I got another assassin back. Coup plays 2 to 6 players. So there is an expansion that I do have. I only learned this game a week ago, and no store in town had it. So I did manage to find a place online that was selling it. I was really hooked on it. The expansion takes it up to 10 players, adds 2 extra of every card, and then also adds in a new card that you can replace the ambassador with, but we'll get into that. And there's some other interesting little things that they add into the game. Takes about 15 minutes. I was played about half a dozen 5-person games, and they flew by, but they're really fun. You know, they get you interacting, and I'm just trying to read everyone's poker face and try to figure it out. So I would definitely recommend you pick up Coup. I think $20 is what the cost was for the game and the expansion up in Canada, so it might be cheaper down in the States. But definitely keep an eye out for this one. So I do want to thank you for watching my video here on Coup. And I want to always ask to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share these videos. Get them out there. We're trying our best to reach as many people as we can. And we would definitely appreciate any help that you could give. So thank you for watching. This is B More with Just a Bunch of Nerds, and I'm signing off.